Hello, crafty peeps. Welcome back to my channel, Crafty-ish-kristyn. Today, we are going to be working on this bad boy right here. This is my cross-stitch conversion project. Well, my second one, because I still have the first one on the go, but, you know, I've been kind of lazy and I have not worked on either one of them. So this one is Van Gogh Never Leveled Up, and it is by Aja Trier, and the pattern is licensed from Unconventional Cross Stitch. The finished dimensions of my canvas will be, I think, 50 centimeters by 50 centimeters. I am using two separate canvases. They are long and skinny. That's just what works for me. I don't have a overly wide space, so I would rather some canvas have to curl up in my lap or be pushed to the top of the table instead of it going, outwards. Let's see, what am I using? I'm using one of my little pens from Jim's Pen Shop on Etsy. I will have this stuff linked below. I have a little tray from Bella Art de Nicole. I have my custom Pippy the Crafty Peep release papers from Bee's Crafty Corner, and she is open again, and there are new Pippy papers in stock. I don't have any yet, but they should be coming soon. I will put that link down below. I am using Galactic Alien Putty from Make Your Own Wall Art, or otherwise known as Meowa. I love that. I did just top off my pen because the little section I've worked on has completely taken the stick out of my pen. Yeah, it's the dirty drills, and I cannot wash 90 different colors because I don't have the brain power for that. And I have a little tracker sheet with stickers. I don't think I updated it the last time I worked on this, so I think I'm right here. Close enough. Close enough. So I have already done 211 stitches today, and that means I am at 10,711 out of 40,000 stitches. So I'm at 26.78%. If I just worked on this more often, I would finish it. I really would like to finish it soon because I want this bottle case storage back, because I think it holds 96 bottles. So I have a painting in mind that I want to use it for, because it's a really big painting and it would be nice to have all the drills available in one layer. But that means I have to finish this, and the motivation is not there. Let me get resituated and we will finish this little section. Don't go anywhere. All right, this is as good as it's going to get. I do have my Dr. Pepper Zero in creamy coconut. I am loving, loving, loving that new flavor. If you like coconut and you like Dr. Pepper, try to find it, because it is delightful, in my opinion. Before I forget, I hope everybody is getting to work on something fun right now. I mean, I guess if you have to do something boring, at least you're, doing it with a friend. I always forget when I do this that multi-placing is very hard when Pattern Keeper thing is right there. That's okay. I was trying to figure out, well, there's a few reasons why I think this whole project in general kind of drives me up the wall. And number one, and well, no, there's lots of numbers, but I think in my brain, I feel like there's maybe a little too much confetti. I'm no expert, but there are definitely areas where I'm like, was that necessary? I don't think it was. But obviously, I do not own a company where patterns are made or things are, converted into patterns. So that's just me. And I know when I work on this, even if I just do one section, it kind of makes my hand hurt. And I think that's from having to open and close so many individual bottles. Because there are lots of instances where you only use, maybe one or two, drills out of a bottle. And, you wouldn't think that opening and closing, little screw top bottles would hurt your hands, but I think it does. And you don't notice it when you're working on a regular painting and you're using a color for more than a second. But on this, yeah, I don't know. And maybe, I'm overthinking that. And another thing I noticed, and I don't know if I fully put it together until I started working on, excuse me, on the canvas that Joe is having me test for him. And if you have no idea what I'm talking about, it's my Pippy the Crafty Peep canvas that Joe from Meow and Forever is working on making kits. And even though that's double-sided adhesive, those drills lay flatter on that canvas than this one. And I think this glue is lumpy and it's very squishy. And I'm sure part of it has to do with the fact that these are the art dot drills, and they are acrylic squares, which I don't have a good relationship with acrylic squares. And they wouldn't be, but then I was working with I used a lot of my art dot drills to kit up that Pippy canvas, and I'm not having the same problem with it looking really gappy and uneven as I am this one. And I realized that it's because on the canvas that I'm working on, the Pippy one, there's a colored background where, the drills go on top of it. And with this one, it's white. And so the gapping is a lot more noticeable than on a canvas where there's a colored background, which obviously makes sense. But I never could quite figure out why. Because if you look at some of the darker colors on this, those are actually from Jaded Gem Shop. Because anything that was over 900 colors, I ordered. So those are resin drills. And there is definitely a color difference. Like these are two that I got from Jaded Gem Shop. So 939 and 336. I'm not saying the art dot drills are bad. I'm just saying they are less uniform in size. And if you're just filling it in, oh my gosh, I did not put those away. What color was that? That's not smart. Okay, I'm gonna have to rewatch my video. I'm just gonna put these to the side. Winner chicken dinner over here today, guys. Whoa. I already spilled drills on the canvas earlier, so sounds about right. I'm so busy over here flapping my gums that I'm not doing the basics of diamond painting and putting my diamonds away. Jeez, lady. Ooh. I am using Pattern Keeper. If you've never seen this app before, I don't know how people would do this without it. I mean, people do it, but I don't think I would have even attempted it without Pattern Keeper. And it does kind of stink because it's not available for Apple, and from what I've read, it probably never will be, just based on how things are designed and the App Store and politics, which is too bad because we are an Apple family. Have been for many, many years. But I did have to go buy a tablet just for Pattern Keeper, which is fine. I mean, I got it at Costco and it was, I don't know, I think it was on sale for like $199. And it's a decent sized Samsung tablet. And I actually use this tablet more than my regular iPad because I just have this at my desk with my easel. And so I watch most of my YouTube content on this tablet. Oh yeah, that's going to get in the way, isn't it? Because it's, you know, it's downstairs and my iPad is upstairs. And yes, I am lazy. I admit it. And I know there are apps for Apple that work on Apple. There's Markup RX or RXP. I can't remember which one it is. I did try that one, but I did not feel like it was as user-friendly as move out of my way, as Pattern Keeper was. I probably could have played around with it more. What did I do? I pushed something else. Seriously, today is one of those days. Okay, now I'd have to remark all the ones that I just did off. Ooh. Okay, I did those, did that, did that. I don't know how I did that though. That's weird. It's gonna be one of those videos, isn't it? Okay, I did that one. I didn't do that one over there. Yeah, I tried with the markup, but for some reason all these weird screens kept popping up and I couldn't, I don't know. I couldn't figure it out. And there were, yeah, I just, no. I had seen so many videos of people using Pattern Keeper that I felt like I kind of knew how to use Pattern Keeper already. Okay, I already did that one. And I already did that one. Did I do that one? No, but I will. Come on, mark it up. Mark it up. So I felt like I already knew how to do Pattern Keeper. So it just made sense. Okay, where is that? I did that one already too, man. And this is why when you're doing this and you're distracted, you don't wait to mark everything off down on the check mark until the very end, because then you'll be like me. I did those two as well. Okay. Okay, I did those as well. Okay, I marked, and I'm going to put them back in the bottle this time. Go me. Whew. Okay, next, I'm going to do that one closer to the end because it's a big old block of color blocking. I tried to get as many of the little bits where there's only one or two before filming, but obviously I did not get them all. If I got them all, there'd be nothing left for me to work on while I'm, no, don't frog. Don't be frogging. It's actually sunny here today, which it's been weird. I'm in Washington. If you're new, hi, hello. So our spring weather, our weather normally is just kind of weird. It'll get really hot and then it'll rain and storm, clouds, but it's sunny right now, so that's nice. We will have to go do yard work this weekend. Barf. I am not a fan of yard work. I want my yard to look nice, obviously, but I also don't want to actually put forth the effort to go outside in nature and do it. Because I sunburn very easily. Okay, did I already do that one? That one looks like I did, but 1, 2, 3. So the third row over. 1, 2, 3. Well, something's there. We're just gonna go with it. I am not overly picky. If I think that I did something wrong, which I do a lot, if it doesn't look overly noticeable, I just leave it. Obviously, there have been times where I have screwed up completely and have had to take things off and reposition. But for the most part, if it can be passable, then it just stays, because that's obviously where the diamonds want to go. I don't want to crush their hopes and dreams. And I don't think going forward I will be using the hot pink Sharpie to over exaggerate my lines, because again, with the drills not covering the entire square, I can see them. No! How is that changing when I'm on the markup tool? That is really weird. I don't see how it's changing when I accidentally push over there. And now I have to remark all the stupid... See, this is this is why I like to work on regular diamond paintings. Because there's none of this drama llama mama. Okay. So I'm going to long press, select all unfinished in square. Okay. That didn't do anything. Forget it. I'll just highlight them with my finger. Whatever. Okay. Mark those off. Yay! Look at me go! 289 stitches. Let's see. And I am not sure what day this video is going to go up, so you will know what's going on more than I probably do right now. I am trying not to kit anything up until I finish some things. But I have, nope. That was my fault because I didn't push the marker button. But it's so hard because I know that things are coming to my house. And I know once I open them, I know I'm going to want to work on them. So that's hard. Oops, I didn't do that one. I marked it, but I didn't do it. That's how we get in trouble, folks. Okay, come on. Blue on blue tray is probably not the best idea, especially in this giant blue section. It's fine. Yeah, this glue is weird. I thought maybe I was just being overly picky when I started on this canvas, but no, it is definitely squishy. And I do think, and it is hard to move the diamonds once you put them down. Okay, drop that one. Like, they do not slide super nice, and since see, oh my gosh, and since I'm a slider, it's not a good match. We're just not a good fit, I don't think. So I don't know if I would be buying a blank canvas from Heaven and Earth again. It's not bad, and I do like that it's this like tougher canvasy material. I do like that, but I just don't like the glue texture. And I don't want to say texture, because when I say texture, I think of like texture of something you eat, and I am not about to, you know, taste the glue. put it in my mouth and swirl it around. Nope. I'm not that weird. There's that. Okay, let's... Oh my gosh. Don't be creeping on me. Get me in trouble. iPad. No, well, it's not an iPad, but you guys know what I mean. I know, this week is so weird. My husband is doing training downtown Seattle. Ooh. So it's very backwards, because normally he's home in the morning, and then he comes home later in the day, 10 p.m. or so. But he's not here during the day, and it's so weird to go and run errands and come back to an empty house. I had to unload all of my Costco purchases by myself, which kind of sucks, especially because I bought a bunch of canned food and stuff like that. I'm like, oh yeah, I gotta do this on myself? The horrors. All right, look at that. I will say, this image is very cool. I do like it. And I believe the artist does have a Garfield and Odie print available. I don't know. I think I actually did email Unconventional Cross Stitch at one point, and they said if there's an image from, I'm paraphrasing, if there's an image from an artist that they already have on their site, sometimes they can get permission to make a pattern. And so it doesn't hurt to ask. And then, my email got buried, and, life happens and all that jazz. So I never did follow back up with that. But I don't know if I would want to do another conversion like this. But there is the option to print your own canvas and do it that way. But again, I don't know if I want to do that either. So this color right now that I'm doing, it's DMC 20. Oh, can be. That's as good as it's going to get. So on the pattern, it's 29, DMC 29. But they do not make diamonds in the DMCs number 1 through 35. So I am substituting 311 for that. So on my sticker, I have it written as 29 because that's what it's going to come up in Pattern Keeper. And I didn't want to try to mess around and change the thing in Pattern Keeper. So I just wrote the DMC number that it actually is. So when I kit these down, why did I put that many drills in there? There's 2. Then I know what the heck it is. Because I don't trust my own memory to go, oh, I'll totally remember that. No. I don't remember what I made for dinner last week. So I do not expect my brain to remember what diamond color I substituted something for. I do have a master list, I will say, in my folder. So I can look. And I will make sure when I am kitting these down that I separate the, hang on, I gotta find the color, that I will separate the Jaded Gem Shop drills from the art dots, because I have 2 bags in my storage. I have one that's resin drills, and then I have bags for the art dots. So if I ever get square acrylic drills that are worth saving, I will just put them with the art dots. And I got a lot of art dot drills. But they're not as, they're a little more pleasurable to work with on the other canvas. And I think it's because even if it doesn't line up perfectly, like if the drills are a little smaller, you can't tell because of the color on the background. This this is probably not a good way to do all art dot drills. And I would not do it again like this. I would probably get drills from Evermoment. The drills from my other conversion were from, hang on, I'm going to make sure I'm putting them in the right spot. I think it was DPF Handwork, and they're okay. Some colors are definitely trashier than others, but I did not appreciate their customer service, so I don't know if I would order from them again. And if you're new and you're like, I don't know what you're talking about, my big conversion project, the abstract paint swirly mabob, I ordered all my drills and there was one color missing. And I contacted them. I had the baggie. It was empty. And they were like, oh, yeah, no problem. We'll just pop the new ones in the mail. So I'm like, okay, cool. It wasn't until further down in the painting. So it wasn't like I was going to need it right away. And I'm like, okay. So I never heard back. I didn't hear back. So I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks. And I emailed them and I'm like, is there any tracking number? Like nothing. It was just, I got Putty on there. Oh my gosh. Silly. I kept emailing. Finally, like they would get back to me. Oh, yes, we sent him. Okay, do you have a tracking number? Oh, hang on, I'll get it to you. And then they wouldn't get me a tracking number. And so finally, I was like, just seriously, like, did you send them or not? And, I got fed up. And I was like, this is ridiculous. Like, I'm not trying to scam you. I sent you a picture of the empty bag. I mean, it wasn't even that many drills. That's the stupid part. It was maybe, I don't even know, maybe like 700 drills, 800. Like, it was not a lot. And so finally, he sent me I say he, because I think it was a guy emailing me, but they finally sent me a photo with tracking information, like a package with tracking information. And so I look it up, and the tracking information had been created that day, which means that is not the package that they said they sent to me, a month ago. It's a package that they literally packed up that day. So I was just, I was a little pissed because at that point I had already ordered some drills in that same color from, I think it was Diamond Drills USA. Because I'm like, I know they'll send them in a, oh, jerk. I touched it. How? Okay, I need to figure out how to move this thing because why is it, no, it wasn't that one. It was this one. I've never had that happen where I keep touching it and it keeps, okay, it's okay. It's okay. I knew Diamond Drills USA would send me my package in a timely manner, and they did. So I got those before I got the other ones, and so I was like, forget it. It is what it is, but don't want to order from them again. Like, I understand people make mistakes. People have stuff going on in their lives, or business is hard. Like, totally understand that, and I am not trying to throw shade at any business. But just be honest and be like, yeah, I don't know what happened. Sorry. We'll pop them in the mail, or I forgot. I mean, just don't lie to me. That pisses me off. Like, lying is like the one thing that just, because it makes you, whoa, oh no, I got a visitor. Hi, Sharky. Hello. You're just going to make the table move? Thank you. Thank you for that. Grand. Fantastic. Okay, where am I? I'm down here. All right. Let's finish this section. And I always forget how long this takes to do one little section. Come on. colors are very happy. So that is amazing. And I can hear my dryer going, which is a good thing. Oh, last week you ever just like forget that you have stuff in the dryer that you need to check to make sure, it's actually dry. And you forget, and then you go and you check it, 5 days later, realize the stuff was not dry. That was me last week. I got my daughter a new comforter because her other comforter kept sliding off of her in the middle of the night. And because she doesn't want to actually straighten the comforter herself when it falls off because she's cold, she would call for us because she's cold and the comforter fell off. So I was like, well, let's buy you a bigger comforter then. That way I can tuck a very good sized portion of it in between the mattress and the wall to hopefully keep the comforter in place. And it worked. So I was washing the old comforter, as one does. Or maybe it was the new one. No, it was the old one. And how when you wash something like a comforter, it, tangles up and it traps a bunch of, underwear and shirts and socks and stuff inside the comforter. I knew that was going to happen because it always does. So I made sure after the dryer went that I checked it. So I did check it and I untangled everything. And then for safe measures, I ran the dryer again. And I didn't recheck it after that because, I figured 2 dryer cycles, it's not like I'm trying to dry like something giant and I don't know. So anyways, spoiler alert, the stuff was not dry. And because everything had been wrapped up in this comforter, things were still damp. And because it had been, 4 days probably, everything had a little bit of a smell. So that was not ideal. I was like, oh. And it's funny because a lot of times people in this house will not want to put clothes away, myself included. So they will purposefully go into the dryer to get clothes for the day, hoping that they can find clothes that they don't have to put away later. But nobody did that. Of all the times where that would have actually been helpful, nope, nobody did it. Everyone just got clothes out of their drawers. Like, seriously, what are the odds of that? So yeah, I rewashed everything, put a nice hefty dose of vinegar in the washer as well. It didn't smell bad, but it had that must smell. And I'm like, no. So yeah, then I had to re-dry everything again because, it was not dry the first time. And then I was like, I had other clothes that I wanted to dry. That's the whole purpose why I was going, to the washer. I'm like, oh yeah, I need to check this. So I already had a load that I was trying to wash and dry. And yeah, it was just not exactly how I wanted to. Nope, wrong. Push the button. No, how I wanted to spend part of a morning. So, and spoiler alert, it did take 2 drying cycles to dry all the stuff. But I did go and make sure that it was drying. Ah! Seriously. That is gonna be how it's gonna be. There's that. All right. I don't even think these drills line up in my trays nicely. I don't know. Maybe I'm just hating on the drills. Like, if Art Dot came out with resin drills, I might try them, but I don't know. I don't know if I would buy their acrylic drills again. And the cat is singing you all a lovely song. He's announcing to the world that he has visited the litter box. and dug around in it for 5 minutes. Thank you very much, Sharky. I have a buy me a coffee, so if you want to leave Sharky a donation for his musical efforts, you can do that. Just kidding. You don't have to do that. Oh my goodness. Okay, there is that. Okay. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're at 415 stitches. And there are 600 stitches in this section. There is a decent amount of color blocking, and I would show you, but then I have to, yeah. Then I'll end up touching things that shouldn't be touched. 3756. Where is 3756? 3756. Nice. And I will have a links, listings in the description box of things that I am using. Could you mind? We're filming in here. Seriously. Yep. He's such an attention whore. It's not about you, Sharky. It's not about you. I will have a link towards the new Pippy the Crafty Peep sticker. Super, super exciting. And the link to the Facebook group. It is very laid back. I try not to do the whole like tagging everybody thing if at all possible, just because, you know, we all get tagged in lots of stuff. But it's very chill, but very supportive. I feel like I post more pictures of like funny memes than I do diamond painting. So I try. But most of the time when I'm on Facebook or like responding to comments or whatever, usually I'm in my car waiting for children to get out of school. So it just seems to be when I have time to kill. I can't really watch videos while I'm waiting for the children because the area that the school is in, the internet reception is not, it's not the best for things like videos. I mean, I can get on the internet or I could use my cellular, you know, data, whatever. But video watching, it just becomes more frustrating because it'll stop and think. Okay, yeah, see, these do not, this glue does not make, and I'm a slider. Oh, now I just ripped it right off. They don't slide into place very nicely. And maybe I should put them down nicely, but I'm not about that life. Nope, nope, nope. We had a group project. Well, I say we. Technically, it's not my group project, but I ended up having to help with said group project. That's always fun, right? I mean, were there kids in school, like high school, middle school, that actually liked group projects? Let me know if you did. I personally hated group projects. And it wasn't because I didn't like people. I mean, you know, I like people. Don't get me wrong. It's just I always felt like I was responsible, and I did my homework when I got it in a timely manner. I did not procrastinate schoolwork. And I always was in group projects with people that did not have the promptness that I felt about doing my schoolwork. And those were always the ones that were in the group project with. And so, because I did not want my grade to suffer, because a lot of teachers would say, seriously, Kat, you know, it's a group project, so everybody gets the same grade. Well, that means that I need to work overtime for the people who really don't care what their grades are, so I don't get a bad grade. So I never liked that. I never liked it. So my son had a science project, and his partner was, good. It was one of his friends, and she seems fairly responsible. And they only had, I think they had 2 days to work on it in class. And they had to research some kind of like genetic disease or something like that. And so they researched something called, I should know what it's called. We literally were staring at these slides for hours yesterday, like osteogenesis something. It's basically like brittle bones. So they had to make slides in Canva and put all this information, and the teacher, which is really cool, the teacher was actually like, she makes kind of like a template in Canva for them, and then it has all of the, on each kind of like blank slide, it has the requirements for the slide. So for example, like this is, on this slide, it needs to be like for, parent resources. If your child has like your disease or whatever, then, where can they go for help? Or, what are the treatments available? So that's actually pretty cool. And so they, his partner, she worked on her slides, and she had most of them done. And so he's working on his, but he's trying to make them look different than hers and trying to make them, look as good. And I don't think he fully understands how to use Canva. I don't know if the teacher showed him, how to do whatever's. So he was getting overly frustrated because he couldn't make it look good enough. But then he kept putting the information on the slide, and then he kept just deleting the slide. And I'm like, don't do that. Like, put all the information on your slide, then we can, make it look nicer. So, and he's like, you don't know how to use Canva? And I'm like, hello? I make YouTube thumbnails like several times a week. Yeah, I do. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah. So I helped him with his slides. And they have to cite everything. I mean, if you barely click on one website and you use or read anything off that website and you use any of that information, you have to, tag it on the, Nicole, you have to put the information on the slide. And then you also need to put it on the works cited slide. And it's just like, holy mother, it's just, and I understand why they do that. I really do. Because, there are lots of people out there nowadays that will just copy and paste something from the internet and call it good. But yeah, so hopefully they're looking over it today in class, because they do have a work day. And hopefully it's all up to standards for both of them. They're both happy. But holy moly. Like, oh yeah, so this one, you can just see the dust on the lid and on the bottle. Ugh. Try to, so I only need one of these. I'm trying to wipe it off before I use my putty, because the dust just takes the stick out of everything. It's so crazy how just a tiny little bit of dust can do that. But the teacher did say at the parent-teacher conference that she was considering giving the kids, because it's supposed to we do on a Friday, and she said that she was considering giving them through that weekend and then having it due on Monday, but she wasn't going to tell them if she was going to do that or not until probably Thursday, because she didn't want the procrastinators to, procrastinate and go, oh, we'll just do it over the weekend. So I didn't tell my son that. I was like, no, because he totally would have been one of those kids who've been like, well, we'll just work on it the weekend before it's due. And that's the weekend you get flu and explosive diarrhea, and then you can't work on it. So no. Why is my cat on the kitchen counter? It's like he knows that I can't get up because I'm basically trapped where I'm sitting. What can I throw at him? I threw a Sharpie, but it hit the refrigerator. But he jumped off to see what it was, so that's good. No, that was the wrong, no, it's the wrong place. See what I get for throwing something at my cat? I mess up. So I told them this morning that I said, yeah, your science teacher mentioned that, why is he meowing? That she might give you guys an extra day or not. He's like, what? And I'm like, well, I don't know. She wasn't sure. So, and I said, but let me know if she does. And then you and, your partner can just be glad that you didn't wait until the last minute. Stay on the table, Trey. Stay on the table. Because I know he said, 2 of his friends. He's like, yeah, I'm just glad that we're not in the same position as 2 of his friends, and he named them off, and I was like, why? And he goes, oh, they've only done the title page. They haven't even started. I'm like, what? I was like, don't be partners with one of them if at all possible. We don't need that kind of like energy in our lives. I don't need last minute, like it's due in 2 days and we need to do the whole project energy. No freaking thank you. Absolutely not. See, we have 912. All right, I think I only have 2 colors left. We're doing it, you guys. Oof. Oh my gosh. It's hard to see. Okay, there's this 3. Okay, right there. Sometimes it gets a little bit hard to see with the light reflecting what exactly I'm even looking for. Oh, sorry, we have 3 colors left now. We have 992. 992. Ooh, pretty teals. Love. Oh my gosh, come on. And oh, wait a minute. Move that into there just so I don't spill it. Oh, I have a loose diamond. That's not shocking. I finally learned how to turn the do not disturb on my phone. I've always been hesitant to do it, only because I'm worried that I'm going to screw it up and then somebody's going to actually need to contact me in case of emergency, and it's going to block like a family member. And so I was like, oh, I need to do it. And so I did it, and I'm hoping I did it right. But I just realized I didn't say, like, because you can go in and approve apps to notify you or, light up and do their thing and whatevers. And I was like, no apps. And then I was like, oh, I probably should do like the front door app and, the alarm app. Might be helpful in case of, somebody's trying to break into the house or something. It's like, oh, I didn't even know because it was on Do Not Disturb. So go figure. So I got to do that. I should remember to do that. But it's hard because, people are in different time zones and stuff. And so people will contact you and it's like, oh, yeah, no, that's late. Or then sometimes I wonder, I'm like, why are you people still up? You're further away in the time than me. Like my 10 o'clock is even later for some people. But I am not a night owl. I like to go and try to sleep in a timely manner. And so this way, if people do try to send me messages or whatever, then my phone won't light up and vibrate. That's good. I'm learning the technology. I mean, I feel like I'm pretty good with technology, but still. Although I still have this like urge to what's it called? Double space. How like you're supposed to like double space after something. Oh, like when you're, what do you call it? Like you know when you're typing on your phone and you know like you can hit the double space and it'll put a period there so you don't have to, you know, go and find the period. I know, right? I do that on my computer. I try to double space and I'm like, why is this not making a period? It's like, oh, that's because it's not supposed to do that. You're supposed to actually hit the period button, dummy. It's just so rude. Okay, why diamonds keep getting stuck in this tray? One last color, 3865. Okay, so I did get in my Add More Zest advent calendar, I got some glow in the darks and they're 3865. So I'm putting those in here. We will see how this transpires because I've never used glow in the dark drills before. And I think these could potentially be resin, so they might be more enjoyable to use. Nope, that's too big. So this whole last section is all, ugh, stop moving. I even have an 8-pound weight on this thing, and it's still moving. Okay. Not the easiest color to see. Come on. Oh, they do not move. There's that. All right, come on there, buddies. And that is my hand rubbing on the pen, not me tooting. So don't be getting any ideas. What is that? That's a drill just randomly sitting there. I don't know. It's going in the bin. I'm fine. I'm not gonna, that's too many. Okay. Yeah, they do not slide. Go. Seriously. Trouble. That is what this is. This is trouble. Okay, that's an empty spot. That's, oh my gosh. Go over. Damn, that is like, I will say, this is like really holding on to my like little putty overhangs though. Can I get it off? It's like, no, I can't. Forget it. I don't care. Over it. Over it. Okay, where was I? Right here. So I know you're probably watching this and being like, oh my gosh, it's not that hard, lady. The way the sunlight is reflecting on these drills, like it's making it harder for me to be able to tell what spaces have diamonds on them and which ones don't. So I promise I'm not just completely incompetent. I'm just slightly. Okay, there's one that's not sticking up nicely. There's a one. Another thing, and I don't know if it's the art dot drills or if it's the glue or if it's just a combination of all of the things, but it's not, you know, when you have like a section finished on your diamond painting and you run your hand over it and it just feels satisfying, like it's so smooth and like even. No, this is like so, like I'm worried if I push and I rub my hand that I'm going to disrupt some of these diamonds. And I don't know if it's a combination. I think it's a combination of the glue. Oh, see, there's one missing right there. It's the glue and the drills together because I feel like the glue is not allowing things to sit completely flat, and I feel like these drills are not completely flat and like, you know, even on the top feelings. And so yeah, I feel like it's a hot mess combo. Okay, get off. Don't be getting under there, under the white drills, please. Thank you. Yeah, this will definitely need to be sealed. I do not trust these diamonds to behave on here. My son did claim this, and then he told me he wanted me to do the other Super Mario Brothers canvases that go along with this canvas. It's like, not unless I can get it in an actual diamond painting form, dude. Sorry. Or the Garfield one, because he is a Garfield fan. And I've done one from Diamond Art Club with Garfield. I did change the background color in that one because it was this like baby pink. And I'm like, really? You have so many girly canvases. You had to do that to Garfield. And I realized the boys can like pink. I am not going into that like realm of like pink is for girls only. But I think of pink as a girly color. You know, pink is one of my favorite colors. I went to Walmart the other day and literally I found more girlier t-shirts in the guys section than the girls section. They had a Golden Girls shirt. They had 3 Hello Kitty shirts. They had a Powerpuff Girls shirt. I'm like, all the shirts in the girls section and like the junior section and stuff are all crop tops. And they all had Bratz dolls and like, and I'm like, I want the shirts from the guys section, but I don't want them to be, you know, like ginormous shirts. I'm like, what the heck, dude? What the actual heck? So, not saying that pink can't be for boys, but on the canvas, I was, okay, seriously, I was hoping, throw it across the room, I'm done with that. Why is it not going in? Oh my gosh. I didn't like the pink background, so I changed it to teal. But I wish, yeah, I was like, really, everything is so girly, you know, which is fine. I love girly. I love colors. I love pink, you know, but like, just throw me a dang bone because I don't want to do one of the giant marble canvases. And, you know, I just wanted the Garfield. So I did it. It's passable. Put it down. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm going to put these drills away where they belong. Yep. Okay. Let me finish marking these off. Come on. Because I don't want to not mark them. Let's see how many extra things I marked. Oh my gosh, I actually didn't go over my stitch count. Or I didn't accidentally touch the side ones. So as you can, whoa, I just spilled those drills that I put in that tray. That takes talent. Oh my gosh, what sweet baby Jesus, help me. All right, I'm going to zoom you out. Doot, doot. So as you can see, we have done 600 stitches today. I am at 11,127.75%. Lovely, lovely. We're going to go out of there. There is what we have so far. From afar, you cannot really notice the gapping. It's when you get it closer, you can see it. Like you can just kind of see they are not even in size, and some of that is me not putting them down straight, and I own that. Yeah, definitely. Ugh. It's fine. It's fine. It's not. It doesn't have to be perfect. It's gonna be made with love, sassiness, and swearing. that is going to be it for today. I'm going to clean up the mess, rewatch my video, and find out what color those drills go to. And we will be back again very, very soon. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share, heart, fart, do all the things. And I will be back and see you guys again very, very soon. Big awkward hugs. Bye, guys.